Oh man, sorry about that. We're looking down on our heat sheets right now, and I just realized we have a stacked heat out in the water. Mark McCarthy, who do we got?
Oh my gosh, this is current world tour leader Jeff Hubbard taking on the man that's just been on fire, Jacob Romero, and the trialist. He's been ripping and feels right at home out here in these big wide open barrels. Nick Omrod from Australia.
Oh my, this is another stacked heat. Round number 3 is every heat is stacked, and we're looking at a possible new world champion, Jeff Hubbard. If Dave Winchester does not make it to the final, Jeff Hubbard will walk away with number 3 world title. But Jacob Romero, definitely a contender. This guy has been on fire. Nick Omerod, he is on the cusp. He still is in a situation where he can still qualify for the 2013 World Grand Slam Series. So each one of these guys have something to prove.
Yeah, no, it's big, and I think the last heat for Sam was pretty big too, making sure that he gets enough points to progress and move on to the top 16. I think he's currently line number 16, so now he might have moved above Eda Luciano, or he has to get better than a 5th to move above Eda. So yeah, a lot of things have to still play a role, and still have to wait out and see. But currently in the water, the man that's Nick Ormrod, he is currently lying in 8th on the qualifying series. So Jacob Romero, he actually qualified to the trials this year, and now he's lying in 7th, so he's guaranteed a spot in the GSS. And Jeff Hubbard, this is a big one for him. If he can make it through the year, he'll go into the round number 4, which would be non-elimination. So yeah, this is still big, and I think these conditions really suit Jeff and Jacob's kind of surfing. They're really explosive riders. They won't be looking at going to the barrel too much, but more like to the air attack, where Nick Omrod's got a complete different approach. He would be looking at anchoring himself into a big pit, throwing down spending as much time in the barrel as possible and exiting out with a nice flip or even a roll. We've seen him do some inverts yesterday in his free surf. So yeah, Nick Omrod's got the goods.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a stacked heat. But unfortunately, we've seen heats, the first 2 heats, actually the first 3 heats, get wave after wave after wave. And it seems like right now, right off the bat, in 3 minutes into the heat, Nick is only the one that has got, or actually nobody's got a wave yet.
Yeah, nobody's got a wave yet. It's just
so it's slowed down just a little bit.
Yeah, it slows down. The waves are pulsing, so you'll see waves coming at like 4 or 5 sets right after each other. Then it might be like a 5 or 6 minute wait. But we'll see. This is going to be very interesting. If we don't have a wave ridden in the next 6.5 minutes, they're going to have to restart the heat. But yeah, still 6.5 minutes. It's ages, and I'm sure someone will catch a wave. And here we go. This is action. Couple of bumps coming to the back. What do we got, Manny?
All right, looks like Jacob Romero is deeper than Nick Omrod, but Nick, here he goes on his first wave, slides under the pocket, perfect bottom turn to get into that barrel, comes out of that perfectly, and then look at that. Oh, nice flip right there from Nick Omrod to start off his campaign. Solid, perfect wave right there to start off your heat. So Nick drawing first blood.
Yeah, Nick drawing first blood. Then I just said he'll look for the barrel and do a move out of it. And here's Nick. He just scoops and just puts his legs right in there, tries to maximize his time in the barrel, gets a little sneeze out, and always trying to see that end ball. Times it perfectly with a nice ARS cartwheel and just rides the wave out perfectly. So yeah, good start for Nick Omrod.
Nick Omrod with a solid wave, and you see Jeff Hubbard paddling back out. We will try to see a replay, but live action. Jacob Romero in the white jersey. Big flip maneuver on the inside, but lands into the pocket and cannot come out of there. But, oh, look at that. His fin has come off. Talk to us about the amount of power Fronton has.
Oh, man. He would have landed straight into the V there, and the wave would have exploded probably on his foot. So his foot went straight through the fin. If it didn't snap it, no, it seems like his foot went straight through it. So he'll be fine. He'll just reassess. And yes, Jeff Hubbard, this is wave before.
Oh, my. Look at that. Perfect stall to get into that barrel. And usually you're done after that. But look at this. He finds a section, clean invert. And he was in here earlier watching what the judges were scoring the riders, and he opted to do exactly that to get the most points. And that was a solid wave for all the riders. Unfortunately, Jake Romero did not complete his maneuver, but the scores are dropping.
Wow, Jeff getting himself a 7.88 on that first wave. Definitely the best exchange. Nick Armstrong with a 5.75, and unfortunately, Jake Romero 2.13. Not the best start for Jake Romero, but still early days, still very early days. 24.5 minutes left.
Oh my, here we go.
looking for a good ranking and keep going on the competition. Do you want to say something to shout out to Brazil? Quer dizer alguma coisa lá para casa?
Eu queria agradecer muito as pessoas que estão mandando mensagem. Eu vim sozinho, então às vezes eu fico, né, olhando as mensagens para me motivar a galera e é muito bom isso, muita gente me motivando e é gratificante tentar fazer um bom resultado aqui para alegrar todo mundo e principalmente para mim mesmo, né? Então eu queria mandar um beijão para todo mundo do Brasil. Curtam aí que tem muito show de bodyboard pela frente. Valeu!
Ok, com vocês, Uri Valadão. Back to you, Manny. Uri Valadão. Cheers.
Uri Valadão on fire, as well as Jeff Hubbard out in the water. So Uri will advance on into round number 4, along with Sam Bennett. Sam and Uri taking first and second in that heat, round number 3, heat number 3. Coming up next, check it out.
Jeff Hubbard just opting to go on a little left here and deciding he wants to go up and over for a big backflip, and timing's just perfect.
Oh my, look at
so
that.
So high right there, and he just lands perfectly there. He's going to get himself a good score. I don't know if it's going to better his 7.88. It's not going to better his 7.88. It's going to be his smallest score yet, and he's going to drop it down as a 6.2, and that's going to be a little throwaway for him.
All right, so yes, we are currently out in the water right now with heat number 4, round number 3. Jeff Hubbard leading the charge right now with 2 solid scores. Jacob Romero, unfortunately, he's on the hunt right now. He's in combination land for that second place spot. Nick Almerod in second. Another look, a different angle of Jeff Hubbard coming off the bottom. Big backflip right there. Look at the distance covered in the air before coming down for a perfect landing. And he does a little maneuver just to maintain and hold on as he cuts out of that on the left. So the left's really quick, short, poppy, and you can have this deep section as well that you can barrel through, but really short compared to what we see on the rights.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, you have to pick those lefts out pretty perfectly, and they're not as high scoring as the rights are at this current time, just because mainly it might be a bit too west, and they aren't wrapping as well as the rights are, but let's just hope that Jacob Romero gets a couple of more opportunities here to get himself out of that situation he's currently in. With 16.5 minutes left, Jacob is searching to get himself on the board here. It's not. It's very difficult when you haven't had a score yet. With 16 minutes left, things are starting to build up pressure. You start not believing in yourself, and a whole lot of things start going into place. So Jacob just needs to get a good wave here and start fighting back.
Well, he's in a good situation right now as far as being in priority. We have Nick Almerod sliding under the barrel right there, and he comes out. Look how clean that barrel was. He was deep. He's not done yet. Nice roll at the end of there. So Nick now pulling ahead of Jacob Romero. That will probably better his. But wait, here we go.
Oh, Jacob on the right behind. He comes out of the wide water. It's over for a roll. Not much of a lift there. He's going to try to get ahead of Nick of this one, because this battle really is between Nick and Jacob right now, and Jacob he needed to strike back, and it was a good little tactic there, taking off on a wave right behind him. Here's Nick's one. Nick's was probably better. He scoops into this one.
Oh, clean.
Just really deep at that stage. Look how far behind the pocket he is right there, and just got a perfect little view of the barrel. Goes up and over for a nice extended little roll, and I would have to say that Nick's probably got the better of this exchange. Let's see replay of Jacob's one. Here's Jacob. Jacob has a look at this one. He wants to get deep. Also, he finds himself, the waves might be a bit bigger, but it's not as clean as Nick's one. Hits a bit of the white water and gets blown out there. Perfect timing. Does a bit of a flop roll there. Not much of a section, but still wanted to get a move out the barrel. And nonetheless, it's going to be a good score. And it's Jacob Romero's first score. So Jacob will go on the board. Nick Almerod's score has dropped to 6.775. Oh no, we're still waiting for Nick's wave to drop. That was his previous score.
Woo, here's a look at Dallas Singer sitting down. Unfortunately, his event has come to an end yesterday.
Oh, wow. Look at this one. Jeff Hubbard on an absolute bomb. Just drops down, throws down the brakes, and maximizes his time on the barrel. He's going to come up, and unfortunately, there was nothing there for him. Still able to finger in a roll. There's a couple of more coming through. Who's on the back one? Jacob Romero on a bomb on the outside.
Another one. Jacob sliding into the barrel, comes out of that, puts a maneuver, not as clean, obviously, not as big, obviously, as Jeff Hubbard's, but that was an amazing wave exchange. We're not done yet.
Oh my gosh, Nick Almerod, he is only so deep.
can he come? If he comes out, I'll rub your feet for 2 weeks. There's no way Nick would have came out of that, the airdrop into that one. Oh, my.
Wow, that was incredible. How Nick just showed full commitment there. This is how badly he wants to make this heat. If he came out of that one, he would have been in a great position to, progress, if not take the heat. So Jacob Romero's scores have dropped. It's a 6.38, and Nick Ormrod got the better of that one. He got a 7.43. So Nick Ormrod still in second, Jacob Romero in third. Now Jacob needs a 7.8.
Whoa. We just saw the replay from Jeff Hubbard. Incredible wave right there. Definitely will probably come down as the highest score of the heat, probably of the day, too. That was incredible. It was massive, no?
What was it? I don't know. I was just trying to get the score. Was it a sick barrel or what?
It was it was the replay that we saw.
Here's Jacob's one. He just throws his shoulder into it and, just a nice clean put. Didn't really get that deep, and once again, he didn't get that section that he was looking for. So Jake Romero, things just not adding up the way he wants to right now, but still in striking range there. We got scores still dropping for Jacob's last wave. We're hoping that
There's a replay of what?
This is the one that really mattered. Nico just getting so deep and just really behind the 8 ball in that one, and there's no way you're going to come out of that one. He just pretty much took off on. Let's just hope he's okay.
Oh, my. That was
he's not on the lineup
wave
at the moment.
exchange. Look at this angle right here. Nick barely making it to the bottom, but there's no way he could have engaged his rail to get that driving line from that bottom turn. That was incredible. He went for it, though.
Yeah, he's just, he knew that Jacob had the one before, and if he wanted to stay in the game, he needed to take that one. Unfortunately, Jacob's scores did drop. It was a 5.88. It's not going to be enough. Jacob still searching for a 7.8. Very doable for Jacob. We've seen him out here throw a couple of 9s, 8s. He's got the moves down, so he can get the score. Just 12 minutes left. Wow, 12 minutes. This heat's still, and the waves are starting to pump too now, man. We see a couple of lines on the outside.
Oh my!
Who's gonna go on this one?
Oh.
No one decided to go.
The peanut gallery standing by. There's Elliot Butler. We're trying to get the camera view over there. Elliot Butler is the kid in the back with the black hat, and he's just getting annihilated on the reefs of Gran Canaria.
Oh my gosh! I got you this morning. The tide is pretty low, and I was just trying to stay focused and get prepared for my heats. And Elliot Butler came out of the water and just up the rocks, and he was pretty much bathed in blood at that stage.
Oh.
And he just got absolutely destroyed on the reef this morning. And apparently he took up on a small one trying to come in, and just things just went really south for him.
Well, he looks good. I mean, he looks fine.
He's probably just all drugged up and happy right now, but I'm sure he'll be painting later. So I hope a speedy recovery for Elliot, and we can see him out here maybe later on during his stay over here.
There he is. He is pretty much. He's got the uphill battle right here. Dave Winchester coming up next. He is a contender for the world title. Essentially, he has to make it to the final, and depending how far Jeff Hubbard goes, he will have to. If Jeff makes it into the final, what's going on? What's going on?
I see a couple lines there. Can the boys see it?
I don't think they see it yet. Look at them. I don't think they see the set, but here we go. Jeff Hubbard will see it first as he comes over that peak.
There's a couple of big West balls coming in. They took Jeff, ask him, do you want to go on this one? They decide no, they don't want to go. They let this one go. Can there be one behind it? Looks like there's some big lines. I don't know if anyone's going to take this next one. But yeah, we saw Jeff and we saw Dave Winnie in the next one. Dave Winchester, essentially, he needs to make it to the final to take over Jeff's current position. He is first. And here we go. Yeah, these ones probably a little bit too west and closing out. Nick Omrod learnt his lesson on the first one.
Oh, my. So the strategy is working for Jeff Hubbard, where he was just taking off on some of the medium-sized waves just to get those high-scoring waves under his pocket and then waiting for those big sets to roll in. Jeff Hubbard leading the charge right now. Nick Omerod looking very, very solid, but now Jacob Romero. Last few minute charges. He's only got 10 minutes remaining, 9 minutes and 30 seconds, actually. And I just got handed the world title trophy right now, and this thing is humongous. I would not want to check this in security, that's for sure. I don't know if we can get a wide angle. I really don't want to put my fingers on it, and I'm not worthy of holding this thing up either. But look at how massive this thing is. I think it's massive. So this is the World Title Cup. will be handed over to either Dave Winchester or Jeff Hubbard at the end of the event, and we will find out when that will happen. Essentially, Dave Winchester has to make it to the final to be able to take this home and be called the world title for 2012. But Jeff Hubbard, it's pretty much in his court right now to come out on top. But anything could happen.
He's definitely got the heads up. So if Dave Winchester doesn't make it into the next, doesn't progress into the next round, Jeff Hubbard will be crowned the world champion. So
it could go down today.
Could go down in the next half an hour.
Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in from around the world, thank you once again. This is the NMD versus Fronton Pro, brought to you by U Riding, Alpha Campaign, 662 Mob, and Like Bodyboarding. Here's the situation out in the water. Jacob Romero has been on fire. Now he is on the search for a 7.8 to get in that second place advancement spot. Nick Omerod, he is currently in second. Jeff Hubbard in first. Man, stacked heats all the way through.
Yeah, it's this is so important this heat for Jeff Hubbard, but he's definitely shown all his worth for getting himself an 8.03 and a 7.88. The grade combination score of 15.91. Nick Omrod, he's had a couple of great scores himself with a great start of a 7.43 and a 6.75. And Jacob Romero, it's not searching much. He only needs a 7.9. So let's just hope a couple of waves come through, and we can see another great exchange from these boys.
Oh my, man. I hope I have my voice by the end of this competition, because we've got, looking at the swell forecast, it's getting bigger. I mean, the conditions have been pretty nice to us pretty much for the duration of the event. Last 2 years, as you know, it's been very windy, very out of control, and now we have some glassy, sunny conditions. Hopefully, it'll stay with us throughout the entire event. So we will see who will be the world champion, who will be the new faces on the 2013 Grand Slam Series, and who, look, wait a second, hold that. Nick Omerod slides into the pocket behind the section. He maintains and comes out of the foam ball. Look at that, nice little carve back into the power zone. Throws this quick spin right there. Nick Omerod, deep pocket barrel riding, comes out clean.
Wow, that's going to make things a lot harder for Jacob Mera.
Oh, my.
Nick Omerod looking at burying his lowest score, which is 6.75. And that's in a really small trouble for Jacob. He has Nick Omerod on this one. Just scoops once again right into the barrel, right onto the foam ball. He's behind the foam ball. This stage, you can't even see him. The wave just has a little sneeze and pushes him right out of the pockets. That's just a big Australian man, just manhandling that barrel right there. Nick Omerod, he's very familiar to the barrels, and he would have known exactly where he is at all times in that barrel, just weaving his way through it. So, geez, we'll wait for those scores to drop. I think it's going to, scores have dropped from the last of Nick Omerod at 6.33. So it's not going to better the situation. Jacob Romero needs a 7.8. So if Nick got a 6.33 on that one, Jacob Romero, I think the only way that he's going to get a score if he goes to the air. And here comes a nice little wave for him right now. You see Jacob, a lovely wide angle shot of the whole reef and the whole setup. Jacob Romero, look at this one. He's getting really deep, maybe a little bit too deep there.
Oh, my. So Henry Gibbs pointed out that you couldn't take your eyes off of that trophy.
Yeah, I think it's every bodyboarder's dream, and
yes,
once that kind of trophy gets in, I couldn't really breathe when it came into the room. I was just having a little heart penetration. It's a dream, and right now it's Jeff Hubbard and Dave Winchester's dream that can come true right here.
And you know what? Mark McCarthy is definitely one of those riders that can hold that trophy up high. Obviously not this year, but, I mean, he's going to go out next year for that world title, of course. That's the reason why all these guys are on the Grand Slam Series. They want to be that world champion. And taking a look back, you would be in the company of some of the, most infamous bodyboarders on the planet. PLC 2011, Omri Laverne 2010, Jeff Hubbard, Jacob Romero up and riding. Look at this.
Jacob has to go up. He has to go over. Big reverse there. Can he hold it? He holds onto this board. Comes out a bit sideways. I think his board's back to front. No, it's not. Jacob Romero.
Oh, my.
He needed to go up and over. I don't know if he's going to get this score there. He should get some kind of reward, but just Jeff Hubbard on an absolute bomb. This is the one that Jacob really needed.
Jeff comes out of that barrel. Big ARS right there. Oh, my. Jeff
Wow.
Hubbard, you're right. Jacob, if he would have just waited a couple seconds and given that wave to Jeff, that would have been probably his wave that he needed, a 7.8. But Jeff Hubbard,
Oh.
now with priority in the position he wants to be, Nick Omrod. He has priority. He's in second place. Now he can fend off Jacob Romero from getting a solid wave. But Jacob's wave is not bad, but I don't know if it's going to be a 7.8.
It's going to be really close to Jacob Romero, just eye-lining that section with a nice fling reverse there.
Oh.
See his board and his body didn't come down at the same time there, but yeah, so not the neatest ones we've seen today. We saw Jeff Hubbard get an 8.03 on his reverse there, so it's going to be interesting. His wave was bigger, and but this is probably the wave of the heat so far. Jeff Hubbard just situating himself in the barrel right there, so clean. The wave just blows out really hard and just still really behind the pocket there. Just utilizing his speed, accelerates, sees that end ball and goes up and over for a nice big ARS. So that's definitely going to be the wave of the heat so far.
Woo! So back-to-back wave exchange right there from Jacob and Jeff. Now Nick Omrod again in the green jersey. He is. Wait, let's take another look at this epic wave from Jeff Hubbard.
Wow, Jeff Hubbard, highest wave of the contest so far, getting himself a 9.23 of the day so far. But wow, just great. What a great wave there. And Jacob Romero getting himself a 7.58. He needed a 7.9, so it's falling a little bit short there. But now he only needs a 6.6 with 2.5 minutes left. Can we see a couple of waves coming through the back there?
Oh, my. Again, it is Nick Omrod who is sitting comfortably right now. But I just got a word from our IT tech man, Andrew Bleakley. He says, listen up, people. Go to youtube.com/IBA World Tour. You can watch the live feed there without any issues. So get on that site now. Jeff Hubbard comes around the section. Nice backflip right there. Turns it around into another spin. Jeff Hubbard now just having fun in these last couple minutes of the heat. In the barrel.
Who was that?
I don't know. Was anybody in there? I looked up, and the perfect little barrel was just driving. Jacob Romero, I think, was trying to pull in and get out of there. Yep, there he is on the inside. You do not want to be where he's at right now.
Whoa.
That is a lot of whitewash, a lot of power, and it takes a lot of energy to do what he's doing right now, and that's duck dive and paddle back out. Jeff Hubbard, this is what happened on his last wave.
Yeah, Jeff Hubbard just taking himself on a little bit smaller one. Maybe just having fun out there. Now he knows that he's way in front. I think he's almost comboed. Nick Omrod needs a 9 point, pretty much a 10-point ride right now. So he's just having fun out there, trying to catch as much waves as possible. Why wouldn't you? 3 guys out, perfect Fronton.
Oh. So let me ask you really quick. We keep saying that 3 guys out. Any other given day, how many people would be out there right now in these conditions?
Right now, during a contest period like this, you'd probably have about 60 people out there. Oh my gosh, Nick Omrod has just seen a big wide one. He's in a oh my gosh, can Nick Omrod get himself into this barrel?
Look how clear.
Oh, let's hope he didn't go over.
He may have gone over that wave right there. There's just so much power. Look at that. Look at that. Nick Omrod could have been in that barrel, but he knew he was going to be a little late. I saw the green jersey on the top of the screen there. And another one. It's only getting better, ladies and gentlemen.
And the tire's getting higher. Waves going to get better. We got the whole day of entertainment ahead of us. Jeff Hubbard, he's got priority now. He'll use it up. Just 28 seconds left. Jeff Hubbard beats himself in the barrel. Drives, and comes out, does a little spin in the pits. He'll do a little air ratio maybe. Nice clean roll. Jeff Hubbard just on fire.
Oh, my. So Jeff Hubbard absolutely just dominating that heat, and it was all about Nick Omrod and Jacob Romero in that second place position. But it was Nick Omrod, I think, who will be on top, come out in that second place position. Woo! Another look right here of Jeff Hubbard's last wave.
Jeff Hubbard, just as the sound goes in the background, that will sorry to say that's the end of Jacob Romero's run in this event, and Nick Omrod, Jeff Hubbard, right there, just little victory lap for him, I would expect, and yeah, that's it. The heat is